So we're just going to start with a few introductions. I'm Kellie Pond. I'm with iCEV. Also with iCEV, I have Laura here with me. She is going to be handling any kind of chat questions that you'll have come in. She's going to keep track of those so that at the end, we'll have about a 5-minute Q&A session where we can address any discussion or questions that y'all have going on throughout this whole presentation. We also have Miss Bria Jones. She's the Director of Customer Success with Bulb. She's really going to give you kind of a hands-on look as to how we're going to incorporate Bulb with our iCEV curriculum for this spring semester with us partnering with Bulb. We're going to go ahead and get started. So when we decided to partner with Bulb and Bulb with iCEV, we really liked the idea that our students are able to just present so much more as to what they've learned in our CTE courses. So we offer those interactive activities, we offer projects. Bulb comes in with a whole nother piece that allows our students to really show off what they're creating, the skills they're perfecting throughout your CTE classes and those iCEV lessons. It's just really giving them a lot more access. You'll see in a few minutes when Bria gives us a demonstration, they have access to provide videos, they have access to provide audio clips, images of their work. Really the possibilities are endless with what they are able to show off with this Bulb partnership. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah, we are too. When you kind of think about what a digital portfolio is and you think about it as a place to be able to showcase your story and your experiences and your skills, and you can, in Bulb, you can really create that work. You can curate work that you've done in other places and be able to share and see your growth over time and be able to showcase off kind of who you are and what makes you unique. One of the things we're so excited about with the partnership is that now all these projects and the things that students are already doing from that iCEV curriculum, now they can easily take that and put that into a portfolio that they get to keep with them through your entire class. And then even after your class, they can keep access to Bulb and keep building on those skills to be able to see that growth over time. They can also add in content from other classes and from things outside of school. And so they really create this robust portfolio, and iCEV has created some incredible templates to really help make that so easy for you guys and for students to be able to create these portfolios. So I know a lot of you haven't really seen Bulb, so I thought that would be the best way for us to get started today. I'm going to show you a couple examples and kind of talk through those. And then I'm going to show you, Kellie and I are going to kind of walk through the templates that iCEV has created and show you exactly how those are going to work and how you can assign those to your students and kind of get them started. So to kick it off, I'm showing a Bulb portfolio right now. This is Kelsey Johnson, high school student. This is her profile page. And you'll notice here that Kelsey has really personalized this portfolio. It has a lot of personality. It looks really professional. And she has different types of content that she's showing in her portfolio. And this is kind of the public view. This is content that Kelsey has chosen to show to the public. And one of the things that makes Bulb a little bit different than another website is that you can put a lot of content in your portfolio and actually decide on the audience of each, what we call collections and pages. You can decide who sees what of your content. So there might be some stuff that Kelsey still has in her portfolio that we're not seeing right now because she's maybe just shared that with the teacher or just with the class or been able to keep that private. And so there's a lot of permissioning that you can set up within your portfolio to really showcase and allow people to have access to the parts of the portfolio that you want. So when you open up a page here, I'm going to click on her About Me page. This is what a Bulb page looks like. This is where all the multimedia and the text can come together. And so she created an About Me page, has a picture and a little bit more about her and her family here. she's using one of our popular carousel features. This is kind of like a flip book of photos in here, just describing things that are meaningful to her. I have a lot of students who use this carousel feature to demonstrate process. Maybe they're working on a particular project and take pictures at different parts along the way. And then you can kind of click through those and see pictures of process happening. You can bring a lot of media into a bulb page. So whether it's pictures or documents, or here's a video that plays right within the bulb platform, these pages become interactive and they have a chance to really kind of stand out with all the different kinds of media that you can bring. I'm going to pop over here to this career exploration. This double piece of paper icon here shows that it's a collection, which means that it's like a folder and it has multiple pages inside of it. And this allows you to put together, a lot of you guys in your classes are doing a lot of career exploration activities. So here's an example of using one of the templates that Kellie and her team put together. And we're going to dig into those a lot more, but this is kind of what it looks like after it's completed. So Kelsey copied kind of a template structure for this assignment, which is exploring certified nursing assistants, and is able to document and then be able to have and keep in her portfolio everything that she learned about being an anesthesiologist and an assistant, that career clusters pathway. She's able to bring in images here. And then she actually created a digital collage in another application and then was able to actually just upload it onto the bulb page. This career collage could have been something that students did by hand, maybe taking pictures that they got out of magazines or things like that, created a collage, done hand drawings, and just taken a photo and uploaded it into bulb as well. We can come over here and look at this fact sheet. So this is another template. So the basic of the page and what categories the student needed to complete was what was in the template. And then the students just added the information right into the bulb page. So she's listing the career pathways here. She has her skills and interests, rewards and demands. Here's another example of uploading a document. So this happens to be in PDF. You can do Google Docs, Word documents, Excel, and it displays right on the page. I'm actually able to scroll through a multi-page document right on there. At the bottom, she has a reflection. Adding reflection is always powerful. So why was this career pathway interesting to you? She could actually record this right onto the bulb page.
This career pathway is interesting to me because my family is in.
And it really brings voice and gives students an alternative option from just typing something in terms of explaining a process or doing some kind of reflection. And so having a chance to be able to add an audio clip or a video, things like that, can really bring that, that page to life and give that voice. And now that student really allows them to collect all these things that they're doing in your class and be able to have this in a place that's organized and easily accessible for them. And again, they could be adding other things from other classes into their portfolio and organizing their work. And maybe when they go into the next section of their class, say for nursing or something like that, they can be able to keep and see previous work that they had done. So I actually opened up her certified nursing projects. So these are some of the skills demonstrations that she's doing within her nursing course. And again, this starts with one of those great templates that iCEV produced that's based on projects that the students are already doing. And so instead of just having that assignment done in class and there's no record of it or anything, the student is able to actually capture and type out those procedures in here. And most importantly, add that demonstration piece. So the student took the video and they could take the video right on their phone. Bulb works on all devices. We have students creating on their phones all the time. Take a quick video on their phone, upload that video and be able to show that demonstration of taking blood pressure, making the bed, hand washing, any of that. And then be able to create context around it. What were the things that I learned, have that demonstrated, and then be able to really showcase that over time. This feedback is a great example too. This was a skills demonstration peer evaluation form that someone filled out and then just took a quick picture on a device and uploaded it onto the platform. So the work doesn't have to be digital. In Bulb, you can bring both together, digital work as well as work that's made by hand or paper, things like that, to be able to upload and keep and preserve and organize over time to really showcase skills and the kinds of things that you're doing in class. And so this works really well for that remote learning environment where kids need to show and demonstrate those skills for you. And it works in the classroom too, where they can take pictures of the work that they're doing in person in the classroom and capture it in their portfolio. So now they have this place where they're really showcasing their experiences, their skills. It's not just a grade anymore. They're actually saying, this is what I know, and this is how I'm presenting the things that I've learned in these classes. So it's really exciting. And what we're going to do next in the next couple minutes is I'm actually going to dig into the back end of Bulb and show you how easy it is for students to create these beautiful pages. It's so simple. And I'll show you that workflow for then how you're going to be able to view and give feedback and look at those pages as a teacher as well. But before I do that, because most of my presentation is going to focus on the student view, I did want to take just a minute and talk to you guys a little bit about Bulb from a teacher perspective. And what I want to show you here is this is Miss Deinhammer's portfolio. And Bulb is used at all ages. So I have kindergartners who are creating portfolios, and it's so cool to see when they capture their writing and reading and see that growth over time. And I have middle school and high schoolers, and I have college students and professionals as well that are using Bulb as a portfolio to showcase their skills, their accomplishments, and who they are. And so as an educator, you can think about Bulb, and there's kind of two popular things to do in Bulb as an educator. One is that professional side. So Miss Deinhammer has created a collection for all of her professional work. She has an educator profile here. And this is a great way for you to try out Bulb as well. You could kind of start your own about me or professional profile page. And she talks about how long she's been teaching and what she teaches and the kinds of things that she's involved in. You can embed a Twitter post or feed to kind of explain the things that she has that she believes kind of speaks to her as a teacher. And then she actually has some videos of her teaching in the classroom, which is kind of cool. And so she's uploaded all of those. She has a collage of her family and talks a little bit about her teaching philosophy. I have a lot of teachers who track their goals in here. So they'll put their goals throughout the year, and then they'll collect evidence of lessons and PD and things that they've been doing to reach their goals. And then they'll present that to their supervisor at their end of year conference and say, hey, these are the things that I've been doing, and this is how I'm showcasing who I am. And then they have those in their portfolio from year to year to see all the incredible things that you guys do as an educator. I know a lot of you guys as CTE teachers also are club sponsors. And so Miss Deinhammer actually is a club sponsor for a couple different clubs as well. And she uses Bulb to just document a lot of the different activities that her club does. And then she publishes these to the public so that students can see them and parents can see what's going on. And she promotes these out in the community as well. So these are all the different kinds of activities that her students have been doing in their sustainability club. And then she talks and just has a short page with some videos and sometimes pictures or things like that of the particular things that they're doing within that organization. The other thing that Jody has kind of done in here is she collects resources for some of her life science lessons, but she also has created templates within Bulb. So iCEV has created a ton of templates for you guys already, and we're going to show all of that. But I also want you to know that you can create your own template. So if you have special projects that you guys do, or you have something that you uniquely do in your classroom, you could create a template in Bulb and then allow those students to copy that into their portfolio to be able to complete that project. And so there are actually templates within the Bulb resource library, and teachers like Jody who publish all their templates publicly. So these are actually all accessible to the Bulb community and anybody that's a part of that. And you can go see what other teachers are doing too, which is great. And so here She has this stomach versus soda. And this is a template that then the students would copy and add in all of that evidence of the lab that they're doing and complete that. And so she houses all of those in her portfolio and she uses those from year to year. So lots of different ways as an educator that you can use your Bulb portfolio as well. So now we want to talk to you guys, and you maybe have heard a lot about iCEV and these Bulb templates. And so we want to show you what has been created for you guys as a resource already. And then we're going to show you exactly how you're going to be able to use those. So to start out, I am now taking you to what we call a profile. So just like Kelsey had a portfolio, just like Kelsey had a portfolio and Ms. Deinhammer had a portfolio, we created an iCEV Bulb portfolio. So this is all done in Bulb. And these are all the templates that iCEV has created for all of you to use. These are all accessible for you to be able to use in your class. And it's easily navigated. It's all divided up into your different areas. And you can come in here into like family and consumer sciences, and you can see all the different kinds of templates that are available that have been created thus far. And Kelly, do you want to kind of walk us through? I know you were a big part of creating these templates and like how you guys decided what templates to create and how teachers can expect to kind of find and use these templates.
Yes, of course. So as Bria mentioned, it's going to be divided into our different subject area sites, just like you're used to seeing on iCEV. So what we've done so far is we've taken about 50 different projects and we've created a corresponding template. Therefore, you can see right here, these are all different lessons. This one that Bria pulled up is our family and consumer sciences. If she were to click on this introduction to culinary techniques and methods, you'll see that there's 3 different projects within this lesson. So we really tried to pull some of the more hands-on projects. There's definitely more to come as the spring semester progresses and our pilot program keeps going. We'll obviously keep creating more templates, but what this does is allow your students an additional step. So once they've completed the lesson in iCEV, this allows them to really showcase what they've learned throughout that iCEV lesson. If we were to take a look at this practice cutting techniques template, you'll be able to see that the students can access this. They can then insert their own practice that they've worked through. They can insert an image or a video of them actually completing the different techniques. They can showcase this, as Bria said, whether you're doing remote learning or in the classroom. It's nice for them to be able to have a place to store what they've learned and to show off exactly all their different practices. So this is going to be used obviously throughout all of our different subject areas. This is just one example.
Yeah, and some of the templates are more extensive. Some of them are more basic. In Bulb, you can create a blank page and just start adding content and being able to maybe create a project. But these templates become really powerful because students sometimes just like a little bit of direction and helps kind of guide them in terms of what you're expecting for them to capture when they're showing a particular skill or whatnot. And so Kelly's team has done such a great job of taking those projects that you guys are already doing within the iCEV curriculum and just putting those prompts into Bulb as a template. So then the students copy these into their portfolio and know exactly what to do and kind of how to add that different content. And so there's really 2 easy ways to be able to access these templates. One is to be able to go to bulbapp.com/iCEV. And this takes you to this profile and you can come and navigate to any of these templates. iCEV has also done one other thing that's made it super easy, and you guys might recognize this. This is that student project PDF document. So if you're in iCEV and you're already looking at a project, if there is a Bulb template associated with it, at the very bottom of the PDF, there will be a new icon down here that'll look just like this. and it'll have this lesson template available and say, hey, there's a bulb template that's associated with this project. And you just simply click on view template here, and it takes you directly to that template page within Bulb. So now you have access to this template that's specifically tied to the project PDF that's in iCEV. And so that's another way that's just easy to be able to get access to these different templates that are available. Alrighty, so we really want to walk you through that process from taking these templates, assigning them to your students, and then having your students copy them into their portfolios. I'm going to show you a little bit about how you edit a page and add that multimedia in there, and then how the students are actually going to turn that back in, all using your learning management system. Because what's great about this platform is it works seamlessly with the systems that you're already using. So most of you guys finally gotten your students to kind of understand the learning management system and the workflow and the process in your classroom. And so you can keep that. You don't have to teach them something new. This will all work within the same learning management system that you're using right now. So we're going to dive in. I am going to start from a teacher perspective. And so the first thing you need to do is access that template, right? And again, just reiterating, you can either go to bulbapp.com/ICV and navigate to get to the template, or you can just click the link on the project PDF that'll take you right there. But no matter what, you're going to open up, and I want to assign this career plan template to my students. And so this template has them doing a career plan. They're going to set some goals. They're going to figure out what kind of education is required, what experience they need to help prepare for the career, and do a little bit of reflection. So this is what the template looks like. And I'm just simply going to take the URL. Each page has its own unique URL, and that's going to be the way you're going to navigate a lot of this. And so I'm just going to copy the URL to this page. That's all I need. And I'm going to go into my learning management system and create an assignment. So I'm showing Google Classroom right now, but this could be any learning management system that you use. It could be Schoology, Canvas, Blackboard, It's Learning, whatever you're using, Microsoft Teams. All you're going to do is create your assignment like you always do within your learning management system. Tell them to use the Bulb template as your instruction, and you are just going to paste in the link to that page. That's going to give them direct access to that template, and you're going to assign it. And now you have simply assigned that template to the students. It's as easy as that. Now I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to show you the view as a student. So as a student here, I have all of my classwork, and I have this new assignment that my teacher has posted, and I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to click on the link, and it's going to bring me directly to that Bulb page. And here's that page. And as a student, all I simply need to do in the upper right-hand corner in those white letters is click on Use Template. And it has now copied this Bulb template into my own portfolio. So I'm Scarlett, and this is my portfolio. And you'll see right here, I now have an editable copy of that page so that I can now add my evidence to this page. So I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to start working on my assignment because this is now my copy living in my portfolio. So I'm going to be a marketing manager. And if I highlight the text here, this gives me some editing and formatting. I can change color and font, be able to do some editing here. If I put my cursor on the page and I put return, I can get my multimedia toolbar. So now I can add videos and images and files and do that audio right onto the page. And someone did ask if they already had to be logged in. I was already logged in as Scarlett, but when students click on that use template, if they're not logged in, it simply gives them a menu and tells them to gives them a pop-up menu that says log in, the login page, they log in, and then the template's copied. So it has kind of a nice little workflow there. But now I'm going to go in and let's say I want to add a video. So a lot of the students, hopefully they're using a device to record a quick video of them demonstrating a skill, and they can actually upload that directly onto the Bulb page. If they're on their phone, when they click on upload, it'll take them directly to their camera roll, and they can grab something straight from their phone camera roll, pictures, videos, and all of that. I'm actually just going to embed a YouTube video right now, right onto the page. So I have that in here. And then say I need to add a file. I could add a PDF, a Word document, Excel. I'm just going to hit enter return, click on file here. And now I can add Google Drive documents. I can add documents that I have saved into OneDrive, or I could just browse my computer and grab a document from my computer as well. And now that's the document right embedded into the Bulb page, which I can view. If I click on any piece of media, I can make it bigger, I can smaller. That blue box around it kind of gives me an editing toolbar, and I can kind of work on the page with that piece of media there. And then I can come in here. Maybe I want to create an image carousel. So I'm going to hit enter return. That gives me that media toolbar. I click on image, and I can come in here, and I have my asset library right here that has all of my different media that I've had within my portfolio is living in my asset library with unlimited storage. So I can always access anything that I've had previously in my portfolio. This web search is really popular. People use it a lot for those great pictures that show up on the top of your page or on your profile. And so if I search marketing, I get these free, royalty free to use. It automatically cites the photographer for me. I can select these images in here and be able to use them. Of course, you could also grab stuff from your camera roll, Google Photos, wherever you have those images. And so now I have this, my author cited or my photographer cited right there. If I click on that image, I get that blue box around it. And now I get my formatting toolbar. I can resize this if I want. I can crop it. I can also use this create image carousel tool and convert it into an image carousel. Well, now I can add multiple photos all in one place. And so I can come in here, maybe I'm going to grab something off my device this time and add it in here. I can also leave a caption, an individual caption for each picture, and do some formatting, even hyperlink out to some things within my caption as well. And then the last thing I want to show you is that audio tool that's really popular. So when I click on audio here, this is how I record that audio right into my Bulb page. So I can click on record audio, click start. It's going to give me a countdown. I can answer a question, explain a process, whatever that looks like on my audio, and be able to have the audio right there within my platform as well. So it makes it super easy for students to be able to have all the tools that they need to add all that different multimedia kind of right at their fingertips. So this page, as I'm creating it, it's automatically being saved and it's in draft form right now, which means no one can view this. It's just in draft. I haven't published it, which is what Bulb calls like giving it an audience. So I can come in here. I can click on these blue icons to be able to preview the page if I want. But ultimately, once students are done and they have that audio is being converted, all of that, I'll kind of show you. Here's an example of a completed page that has the documents, has an image carousel, all of that on there. So they're going to click on publish here. And they're going to publish with a private link. So they're going to click on private link. And this visible to gives them lots of different options to say, who do I want to make my page visible to? When I'm turning it in as a student, if I'm turning it into my teacher, using a private share link is the easiest thing to do. So you're going to create that private share link. You're going to click on this clipboard right here, and you're going to copy this link. And what this means is anyone with this link can view my page. So I'm going to be able to post this into my learning management system to be able to turn in my assignment, but I could also use this to post this link on a scholarship application or on my common application for college. I could post it to a LinkedIn profile or anything like that, where I would, or a presentation where I would want someone to have access to my Bulb page. And they do not need to have a Bulb account to be able to view this page through this link. It gives them that view only view right through this private share link. So I'm going to copy it with my clipboard, click on publish. And now as the student, I'm just going to go right back in to my Google Classroom, and I'm going to post the link to my completed page and click on turn it in. So the students are just going to publish with a private share link, copy that link, and post it into their learning management system in the turn it in submission area in whatever learning management system that you're using. So now as a teacher, all of these Bulb pages are turned in through my learning management system, where I'm accessing all the other assignments that they're doing as well. So I don't have to really deal with another assignment or another platform to kind of view work. I can do it all within the platform that I'm already using. So you'll notice I am now in my teacher view. I'm in my Google Classroom, and this was that business management career plan. I have one person that's turned it in. And I'll be able to see all the students who have turned in their work. This is their Bulb page. So when I click on Scarlett's page right here, it'll open up her page. And now I'm able to view it. And not only that, but I can also come in here and highlight text or media and leave comments. Right within the Bulb page, I can leave comments on a video, on a picture, on a document. And then the students get notified in their Bulb activity feed, and they can also set up email notifications to get notified if there's ever any comments that are left on their comments. And they can reply to comments as well, and you'll get notified of those as well. There's also a page level comment. So if I don't want to assign it to a certain text or piece of media, I can just do general page comments at the bottom of the page and leave those comments as well. You do have to be signed into Bulb to be able to leave comments on a page. So you do have to have a Bulb account. That's a safety and security thing that allows you to have access to that page and then be able to leave comments for that. So as soon as I'm done reviewing that student's work, I can pop over here into Google Classroom and give my student a grade. Of course, if I leave any comments within Google Classroom, that stays within Google Classroom, and the comments on the Bulb page stay within in the Bulb page. And so that's the process, that you can post that assignment within your learning management system, and the students can then copy that template, publish with a private link, and post that back into your learning management system. And then you're able to grade and review that work through there. We have all of this on video and resources, and I'm going to go over that at the end of the session and show you all the different resources that make it easy for you to review anything that I cover today, and a couple other things that we might not get to today as well. So, okay. So you saw how easy it was to be able to sign that template and have students use that template to create their work. I did see a question. Somebody asked, do they have to use a template? You absolutely do not. Students can create just from a blank page and work in their portfolios. And we do have some resources to help create their own, some best practices around that. We won't get into that very much today, but know that those are available. So just kind of thinking about Bulb as that a portfolio, just remember that this portfolio does go with the students. So they never lose access to their work. Once they start this portfolio, they get access to this. One of the great things that iCEV is offering to all of their subscribers right now is they get free access to Bulb and their portfolio through the end of the spring semester. And then after that, say the students graduate or maybe go to another school, they get to still keep Bulb with them. They just add a personal email address to their settings and they can keep adding stuff and working on all the things that they've had in their portfolio. So they can continue to use it into college or whatever they have next in life. It also works on all those devices with your learning management systems, and a lot of different embedded applications work within Bulb as well. Students say all the time that they love how professional it feels, how easy it is, and really makes them stand out in terms of their experiences and who they are. And we're not going to get a chance to really talk about this, but I did want to mention it that Bulb does offer a free parent access, so parents can stay connected through a free app that we have. And there's more information in our resources on our website about the parent experience there. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of our resources, and then we'll leave a few minutes to be able to dig into some questions that people have been asking in the chat. So feel free as you go along, ask those questions in chat, and then we'll try to get to those at the end. But to make it easy on you all, we actually created a website called my.bulbapp.com/icev, and we'll get that chatted in the chat for you guys. We'll also be sending a follow-up email that'll have all of these links in there as well. But we try to give you a one-stop shop for everything that you might need to be able to get started and being able to use Bulb. So I want to just show you that website really quickly. So my.bulbapp.com/icev. And this is what it looks like. And you have a big sign-in button here. So if you have already gotten an email, created a Bulb account, this is an easy way to be able to just quickly sign in and get to your account over and over again. If you have not created an account, or let us know that you want access to this, the free exclusive access that's happening this spring, you're going to click on this new to Bulb and fill out the get exclusive access form. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a few minutes. So just hold on, don't do it right this second. Just wait a minute, but that's the first step that you're going to need to do. A lot of you have already done that. So if you've already filled out the form, you don't need to do that again. Then on the website is quick links out to all of our resources. So we have a getting started guide. We have how you can create an account, exploring those templates and links out to those templates. Somebody was asking about how to make your own template. Here's an entire guide right here for that. How to get help, link to our YouTube channel. I saw that in chat. Someone was asking if we have a YouTube channel. We have great videos out on YouTube. And we'll also be hosting different webinars throughout the spring. So we're highlighting the ones that are happening today and tomorrow, but as we throughout the spring check back, and there'll be more webinars happening, and then some FAQs. So this is a great resource. You can bookmark this page, and this is the place, everything that you'll need, all the different links for Bulb right here on this website. But what I want to spend a little bit of time talking to you about is this student portfolio lesson, because as we were talking about earlier, you guys have been so busy. Some of you are preparing both remote and in-person curriculum. And so we want to make it super easy on you all to have students start their portfolios. And so we actually created a Getting Started with Bulb lesson right within your iCEV platform. So the platform that you log into every day to be able to access your curriculum. Right in the My iCEV. So this is not in Bulb, this is right in iCEV. This should look familiar to you. I'm actually in the culinary arts lesson, and at the very top, I have Getting Started with Bulb. And so this is a new lesson that you should be able to see in your iCEV platform. And it is designed to be able to get students started from the very beginning. So we have some videos, playlists that we've created. First starting them out, teaching them what a portfolio is, what is the purpose, and what kind of things should they put in a portfolio, teaches them exactly how to create an account. And then there will be navigation, how to copy a template, editing and adding media. And I can quickly kind of show you what one of these videos
I found
look
a
like.
great video on YouTube that I want to add to my page. To add a video, all I have to do is press enter after my text or wherever I want the video placed.
So it's very instructional. It'll walk the students exactly through. You don't have to teach them a new platform. It'll show them exactly how to be able to copy a template, edit a page, publish, and all of that. So it's all done right for you. There's your lesson plan right here. And so it was really designed to be about a 1 to 2 classes, about 40 minutes of video content. Here is the playlist right here of all the different short little clips of videos. It's really great to be able to come in here, and one of the activities is a lot of different other student examples, so they can see different examples and get inspiration of what their portfolio could look like. And then the big activity that they're going to do is create their first page, and their first page is done either creating an about me page or a page about their favorite something, their favorite food, their favorite sports team, their favorite thing to do. And so it's kind of a fun way for them to be able to show off a lot of different media and have something that's really applicable to their portfolio, and a great way to kind of learn bulb. And once they go through this lesson, they'll have their entire portfolio set up, personalized, and then they're ready to use those iCEV templates for those projects. And they'll know exactly how to use bulb and how to use those templates as soon as you assign those. So those are all available right within iCEV. Under instructional materials, there is an activity here. It's a little checklist for the students on exactly what they're going to do through all that video content. And there is a 5-question check for understanding assessment in there as well. So already done for you. It'll be great for you to kick this off with students this semester. Okay, so thinking about next steps, what are the things that you need to do to really get started and take advantage of having free access to bulb all of this semester? So first thing is, many of you have already filled out the Get Exclusive Access form. If you have not, you just go to my.bulbapp.com and click on that, fill out that form. And once you fill out that form, you are going to get an email from our bulb care team. It's going to look something like this, and it's going to give you a unique sign-up link. And this is the URL and the link that you're going to use to create your very own bulb account. And it's the same link that you'll provide to the students, because they're going to create their bulb accounts from this link as well. So once you click on this, this is how you create your account. If your school email is powered by Google or Microsoft or Clever, you can click on this and create an account with a single sign-on from there. Or you can just add an email, username, and password. So you and your students will create your account using that particular link. There's also a getting started guide in here, and this is also linked on the website, so don't worry, you'll get this resource in multiple ways. And this is a teacher resource for you. So that lesson within iCEV is designed directly to assign to students, and you can of course take it yourself. But this Getting Started collection is written to teachers and walk you through maybe any of the questions that you have, talks about the partnership. I encourage you to look at this blue page right here, How Bulb Works. We put together a quick little 10-minute overview video going over a lot of the stuff we did today. And just quickly walking you through that workflow. So that's a great way to watch that video. This workflow, that template workflow we just went through today, this is it spelled out in a couple detailed steps in here. And then a lot of you are using different learning management systems, from Google Classroom to Teams and Schoology Canvas. And so you can just click on this link here and it'll take you to the videos that have all of the different videos for our learning management system. So you can see exactly how to paste in those links into your own learning management system. And then at the bottom, there's a great FAQ to just help you feel equipped that if kids have any questions or you have any questions, these are some frequently asked questions that are available right there. So that's all in that Getting Started, and you'll get all of those resources once you fill out that Get Exclusive Access form. then you're all ready to start this with students. And so that lesson is available in iCEV, and you can assign that to students, and that will introduce them to starting their portfolio. And once you do that, then the students are ready to start doing their iCEV projects in Bulb, and you can start assigning those iCEV templates or creating your own and assigning those as well. And you're off and running and having your students create their portfolios this semester. And so I just encourage you that if you think this is something that some of your coworkers would be interested in and that would be really beneficial for their students as well, to just share this information, have them fill out the Get Exclusive Access form, and we'll get them all the information that they need. We are recording this session, so you can send this out to your fellow coworkers as well, so that they can watch this session as well. So that leaves us with a few more minutes to be able to answer some questions. So do we have any questions that came in today?
Sure, we have a few. What is the cost for students?
Yeah, so great question. So for the spring, you get complete access to Bulb thanks to the iCEV and Bulb partnership. And once students leave, they can have access to Bulb for free and keep using our free platform. For the next school year, if you need to budget for it or you want to purchase Bulb to be able to use for next year as well, we do have some different pricing structures, but I would just plan on $2 to $3 per student is where we stand for our Bulb Ed package that schools purchase. So if you have any other questions about pricing and want to know a little bit more about what that would look like for your school, you can reach out to us at help@bulbapp.com, and we'll get you connected with someone on our team and kind of explain that pricing a little bit more.
Another question from Terry Lynn. It says, since the students get to keep their portfolios after they graduate, do you recommend they build their accounts with a personal email or their school district email?
Great question, Terry Lynn. So I recommend they start their accounts with a school email address, and then they can go into settings, and this is actually in the lesson that in the video. So they'll go into settings and then they'll add a personal email. So they'll have both associated with their account. So then they can kind of keep all their school access, and that maybe they're doing single sign in with Google from school, and then they'll have that personal. And so it makes it really easy once they set up the account to have both there. Great question.
The getting started lesson, is that in all courses?
Yes, I believe so, Kelly. Is that correct? It's posted in all lessons?
Yes, that's correct.
And I think I saw someone had asked, will that lesson be in iCEV next year as well? So yeah, it will be available, throughout the partnership. So you'll have access to it this year, and then kicking off with new students next year, it'll be available as well.
Will I need to create a new account, or is it connected to my iCEV account?
Oh, good question. So Bulb is separate from iCEV. So yes, you will have to create a Bulb account. You can use the same email that you use as a subscriber to iCEV, but it is a completely separate account.
What is the storage capacity? Is it being saved to the cloud or to the local server?
Yep. So it's all in the cloud. And as a Bulb Ed, which is the accounts that you guys get access to this spring, it's unlimited storage. Typically our normal free platform is a limit of 2 gigs of storage, but you guys will have unlimited storage through this partnership.
What is the best, easiest way for teachers to review grade students in Bulb creation?
Yeah, so I think having students post those private share links of the pages that they create into their learning management system is the best way for students to kind of manage what kids have done the work and turned it in, and be able to view that work. If you don't use a learning management system, we do have some features in Bulb called groups. that allows you to be able to easily view students' work. We didn't really get a chance to get into that today, but that information is in that Getting Started collection, and there's some videos that talk about bulb groups and some different other features that we have in bulb that we didn't get to cover today.
There's a question in regards to accounts. Colin teaches at DOC. Does their access work after they leave DOC? This is new for me and wondered.
Yeah, so they can, once the student leaves your school, if they add that personal email address into their settings, they get removed from your organization and they get put on our free platform, and they still access their portfolio from there. So yes, they can have access. And Colin, it's very true. It's very unusual in education that you get access to a tool once a student leaves your class or leaves a school. It is really unusual. And I think that's one of the things that makes Bulb so powerful, is that it doesn't happen very often when kids really get to take their work with them, even though it is their work. A lot of times that gets left at school. So I think that's something that makes Bulb really special.
And for the last question, 2 gigs per student storage or 2 gigs per school site?
Yeah, thanks for the clarification. It is per user. So per student or per teacher, every individual user on that free platform has 2 gigs of storage, but everyone right now, all your students and teachers, as through this iCEV partnership, gets unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah.